After the epic battle between Kong and Mecha Kong, and thanks to the help of the subscribers, they were able to locate the ship that controlled Mecha Kong. After destroying it, they discovered that on the surface there were two more mechas, Scylla and Gamera, prepared to destroy Behemoth, Rodan, and land kaijus. Meanwhile, Kong had gone to speak with Mothra to deliver a message to Godzilla, as Godzilla, after the loss of Junior, would only listen to her. The subscribers minus Paula, Sebastian, along with their new additions Jose Tornero and Draco, had departed for the surface, leaving Hollow Earth behind, now out of danger, in search of a clue about the location of Apex's base and to discover what the secret and ultimate weapon of the corporation and the billionaire James Garrick was. If you missed this episode, you can watch it on my partner MonsterVerse Cartoon IA channel. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the most epic stories. With Kong badly injured from his titanic battle with Mecha Kong, everything depended on Godzilla and the Titans of the surface. The subscribers had embarked on their return journey, and meanwhile, in New York City, Behemoth and Rodan were coming in, quite agitated, destroying part of the city in their path. People were running terrified, but what they didn't know was that they were coming in search of an imminent danger. On all the television screens, city monitors, phones, and every digital device, alarms went off. It was a message from James Garrick. Dear citizens of the United States and the world, today we are being attacked, just as I predicted all these months. But today, it all ends. Just as I promised, I will eliminate all the Titans once and for all, so that we will never suffer another attack again. At this moment, I'm deploying all my new technology to protect you all from these monsters. Stay calm. You can head to the Apex Help Bunkers for your well-being. After this message, you will receive a map with the locations of these shelters. After the message, people ran uncontrollably trying to find those shelters, even running under the massive Titans. Rodan landed on a skyscraper to see if he could find the mechas, while Behemoth stood firm in Times Square. A huge rumble was heard, as if the earth were splitting in half, and a massive mountain began to open as if it were two gates, and there they were, MECHA Gamera and MECHA Scylla, with colossal size, two red lights in their eyes, and a robotic and threatening roar. Behemoth rushed forward to charge at MECHA Gamera, while Rodan, diving and enveloped in flames, tried to strike MECHA Scylla. After the impact and the cloud of dust, MECHA Scylla could be seen holding Rodan with its legs. Rodan tried to break free from the mecha, but it drove one of its legs into Rodan's wing, piercing it. Rodan let out a cry of pain that caught Behemoth's attention, who slammed MECHA Gamera against a building and ran to help Rodan. But when he was getting close to help, he was hit by an unexpected blast from a powerful laser coming from Gamera's jaws, knocking him to the ground. MECHA Gamera charged at Behemoth and hit him several times, charging and destroying several buildings in its path. One of the buildings began to collapse, threatening to crush the people who had been running. In his last effort, Behemoth stopped the building with his back. Wow, are you recording this? Of course I am, minus. It's living proof that the Titans are trying to protect us. This looks really bad, guys. Behemoth can barely move. Paula, we have to help Rodan first. Does this ship have weapons? It has 2 plasma cannons. Sebastian and I will handle that. Jose and Draco, you need to get to Apex's mountain somehow and stop the pilots to take down those mechas. Sebastian and Minus jumped into the cockpits to fire and help the Titans, while Jose Tornero and Draco mounted a Monarch tech bike. The ramp of the ship opened, and they jumped at full speed onto a rooftop. They went to the edge of the building, and thanks to Monarch technology, the bike could speed down the building without lifting off the ground. Just when it seemed they were going to crash into the ground, Jose made a maneuver, and the bike straightened. They sped off, dodging explosions and passing under the Titans in the middle of their battle, heading towards the mountain. Minus and Sebastian started firing at the mechas, and although they didn't cause much damage, they caught Scylla's attention. He looked up, and Rodan took the opportunity to bite one of Scylla's legs and rip it off, freeing himself and flying as best he could. With his injured wing, he set MECHA Gamera on fire to help Behemoth. Things were looking grim, but in a distant place where Godzilla had been hiding since Junior's death, an island with ruins a few kilometers from the coast, Mothra arrived as fast as possible. She began communicating with Godzilla, delivering Kong's message. Kong had discovered, thanks to ancient prophecies and paintings, that Tiamat had immense power, and one of those powers was the ability to regenerate or revive. Godzilla, having killed Tiamat and absorbed its energy, simply had to take Junior's body and channel the power. He had nothing to lose by trying. Godzilla went to where he had Junior, lit up his entire tail, his eyes glowed, and a pink beam of light enveloped his son's corpse. It began to glow intensely. Godzilla and Mothra watched expectantly, and to their surprise, Junior started to rise. But Godzilla was fading. He had returned to normal, to his pink color. Mothra relayed everything that was happening, and Godzilla immediately sensed the presence of the mechas and the groans of the Titans. Mothra took Junior to Hollow Earth to keep him safe. Godzilla made a furious face, dove into the sea, and headed straight for a nuclear power plant. He absorbed all the energy and swam quickly towards New York. MECHA Gamera was about to finish off Behemoth, but it received plasma hits from the subscriber's ship. Gamera lit up its eyes and fired a powerful laser at the ship. Guys, hold on. We're going to crash into that mountain. Draco and Jose saw the ship crash, and Draco made a decision. Jose, leave me here. I'm just a few meters from the base. You go with the bike to help the others and check if they're okay. But Draco? Brother, I can't leave you alone. Don't worry, I'll manage. We've shared a lot over these months, but you need to go find them and get more subscribers to help, just like you found me. Goodbye, Jose. Goodbye, Draco. Good luck. Draco, with his katana and exosuit, infiltrated the mountain, silently eliminating several guards. He used an EMP device to stop the cameras from recording and tried to make his way through the base. Jose sped towards the crashed ship. When he arrived, it was full of burning debris. Paula! Minus! Sebastian! Here! Help! Jose helped Sebastian and Santiago by lifting a metal bar that was trapping them. Where is Paula? They started looking for her among the wreckage until they found her in the ship's shattered cockpit. The three of them managed to lift the debris, but to their surprise, Paula had an iron bar impaled in her leg. Paula, calm down. We'll get that out and take you. Be careful. If we pull it out too suddenly, the artery might rupture and I can't see with all the blood. You guys pull it out now and get me this. Grab a spray from the first aid kit to apply a temporary membrane and stop the bleeding. Jose and Sebastian pulled out the iron, and Minus sprayed the wound, but Paula had lost a lot of blood. She was shaking and cold, and her eyes were closing. Jose looked at her with concern and said, Paula, you're going to be fine. I'm not going to let anything happen to you. He picked her up in his arms, placed her on his bike, sat behind her so she wouldn't fall, and started the bike. Guys, you need to help Draco. He's gone into the Apex base alone. I need to go to a hospital and take Paula. Be very careful. With that, Jose left to save his friend, and the other subscribers made their way to the Apex base. Rodan and Behemoth, badly wounded and weak, could no longer keep fighting the mechs. Scylla repeatedly slammed its sharp legs onto Behemoth's back, and Gamera tackled Rodan in one of its final attempts to knock him down, sending him crashing into a huge crane. The end of Rodan had come. A powerful laser shot from Gamera's mouth, but it veered off, and a massive explosion from Gamera's body caused it to explode into 1,000 pieces. Its head rolled across the ground, the light in its eyes fading. Godzilla had arrived, and with his atomic breath he destroyed MECHA Gamera. He angrily approached MECHA Gamera's head and crushed it. MECHA Scylla tried to attack Godzilla, exchanging several blows. It wasn't like a new empire. This Scylla was tougher. Godzilla had lost some energy. It was a more balanced fight. They exchanged blows and bites. Godzilla hit it with his tail, making MECHA Scylla lose control. Behemoth, with his last breath, charged at MECHA Scylla, and Rodan scorched it with his flames. Godzilla pinned MECHA Scylla against a building, grabbed it with both arms, crushing it. His tail began to glow, and he shot his atomic breath at its head. After the explosion, the few remains of the mechs were scattered across the ground. But Godzilla knew they were playing with him, and he shot a furious glare at the mountain where the Apex base was. There was James Garrick, watching with an evil grin behind a huge panoramic glass window at Godzilla. Well, we've managed to get his attention and bring him out of his hiding place. If Godzilla falls, the rest of the Titans will surrender without their alpha. It's time to start the Extinction project. Yes, sir. Oh, one more thing. We have a rat in the base. Find her and kill her. Draco, hiding, was observing everything. He saw James Garrick heading to a room with a metal hatch, and when it opened, he couldn't believe it. James Garrick had cloned himself, and in that room, he was with 2 more copies. He saw them put on exosuits and helmets with wires. The door closed, and he lost sight of them. Draco was about to head to the command center, but a huge rumble in the mountain and a massive tremor shook everything around him. Hatches on the top of the mountain opened to release something, and hatches on the bottom opened as well. Draco couldn't believe it, and now he understood everything. It was MECHA GHIDORAH, controlled by 3 identical people with the same DNA for each of its heads, made from the metal of the very meteorite that Ghidorah came from. Draco needed to warn them. Godzilla knew that the ultimate threat was about to arrive. Could this be the end of the Titans? Could this be the end of Godzilla? Don't miss the final episode of Titan Extinction on my partner's channel, MonsterVerse Cartoon IA. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you don't want to be devoured by MECHA GHIDORAH.